I was sitting in the back of a taxi, watching the familiar streets roll by as we got closer to my grandpa's house. My chest felt tight. I kept thinking about how warm his hugs always were, how he was the only person in my family who truly believed in me. But today I could not shake this knot in my stomach. I should have been driving the BMW he gave me 6 months ago, that beautiful navy blue car that smelled like new leather and possibility. Instead, I was in a stranger's taxi, trying to figure out how to explain why I did not have it anymore. Before we dive into what happened next, I want to ask you something. Drop a comment and let me know where you are watching this from. If you have ever felt like you were the second choice in your own family, this story is going to hit home. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, because what my grandpa did when he found out the truth is something I will never forget. Trust me, you will want to stick around for this. Let me take you back 6 months. It was a warm evening in late spring, and my whole family had gathered at Grandpa's house to celebrate my college graduation. I had just finished my bachelor's degree in business administration, and honestly, I was proud of myself. It took 4 years of late nights, part-time jobs, and way too much coffee, but I made it. I graduated with honors. The house smelled incredible that night. Grandpa had always been an amazing cook, and he made all my favorites. There was roasted chicken with herbs, mashed potatoes with real butter, green beans from his garden, and his famous apple pie cooling on the counter. The dining room was filled with the sound of laughter and silverware clinking against plates. Yellow light from the old chandelier made everything feel cozy and safe. After dinner, when everyone was settling into the living room with coffee and dessert, Grandpa pulled me aside. He had this look in his eyes, the kind that made you pay attention. He said, "Maurice, come with me for a minute. I want to show you something." I followed him through the kitchen and out the back door toward the garage. My heart started beating faster. I had no idea what he was up to. He walked over to the garage door and pulled it open. The overhead light flickered on, and there it was. A BMW 3 Series in this stunning navy blue color. The paint was so shiny I could see my reflection in it. It still had that new car smell mixing with the scent of the garage. I just stood there with my mouth open. Grandpa walked over and put his hand on my shoulder. "Maurice, I have been saving for this. You worked hard, you graduated with honors, and you never asked me for anything. This is yours." I could not believe what I was hearing. My voice came out shaky. "Grandpa, this is too much. I cannot accept this." He squeezed my shoulder and looked me right in the eye. "You can, and you will. I want you to drive to your new job with your head held high. You earned this." I felt tears starting to form, but I tried to hold them back. I hugged him tight, and for a moment everything felt perfect. This was not just about the car. It was about being seen, being valued, being told that my hard work mattered. You have to understand something about my relationship with Grandpa. He was the only person in my family who ever really saw me. Growing up, I was always compared to my older sister Tasha. My mom, Linda, worshipped the ground Tasha walked on. Tasha was outgoing and charming, always knew how to work, a room always got what she wanted. I was the quiet one, the one who studied hard and kept my head down. Mom never seemed to notice. But Grandpa noticed. He saw how hard I worked. He saw the nights I stayed up studying while Tasha was out partying. He saw the effort I put into everything, even when nobody else did. We had this ritual where I would stop by his house a few times a week, and we would sit on his back porch, drinking sweet tea. He would ask me about my classes, my goals, my dreams, and he would always say the same thing. "Hard work pays off, Maurice. Do not let anyone tell you different." Those first few weeks with the BMW were amazing. I drove to my new job at a marketing firm downtown every single morning. My coworkers would compliment the car, and I would feel this surge of pride. Not because of the car itself, but because of what it represented. It meant someone believed in me. I called Grandpa every Sunday to thank him again and tell him how much I appreciated it. But I started noticing something. Mom did not seem happy about the car. Whenever she came over or I saw her at family dinners, she would make these little comments. "That is quite a fancy car for someone just starting out," or "Your sister could really use a car like that for her new business venture." I brushed it off. I thought she was just being Mom, always thinking about Tasha first. Then one Tuesday evening, my phone rang. It was Mom. "Maurice, honey, I need to ask you a favor. Tasha's car is in the shop, and she has some really important client meetings tomorrow. But this was family, right? You help family. So I said, yes, sure, Mom. Just for one day, though. I need it for work. Tasha showed up at my apartment 20 minutes later. She barely looked at me, just held out her hand for the keys. Thanks, she said flatly, and walked out. No real gratitude, no promise to take care of it. Just a quick grab and go. One day turned into 2, then 3, then 4. I sent Tasha a text on the 3rd day. When are you bringing the car back? I need it for work. Her response came an hour later. Mom said, I can use it a bit longer. You can take the bus right. You live close to downtown anyway. I felt this sinking feeling in my stomach. But what could I do? I started taking the bus to work, telling myself it was temporary. My coworkers asked where the BMW was. I made up excuses. It is in the shop. My sister needed to borrow it. Each lie made me feel smaller. A week went by. Then another. The BMW was still with Tasha, and I had not heard a word from her or Mom. I was getting angrier by the day. Finally, I decided I had to do something. I drove my friend's car over to Mom's house on a Saturday morning. I needed to get my car back. When I pulled up, I saw it. My BMW was sitting in Mom's driveway like it belonged there, like it had always been there. My hands tightened on the steering wheel. I got out and walked up to the front door, my heart pounding. Mom answered with a smile. Maurice, what a nice surprise. What brings you by? I tried to keep my voice calm. Mom, I need my car back. Tasha has had it for over a week now. Her smile faded just a little. She crossed her arms. Tasha is using it for her business. She needs it more than you do. You live close to your office. You can walk or take the bus. I could not believe what I was hearing. But Grandpa gave that car to me. It is mine. Mom's face hardened. Do not be selfish, Maurice. Family helps family. Tasha is building something important. She is meeting with investors and clients. She needs to look professional. My chest felt like it was caving in. I want my keys back. Now. She shook her head slowly. The keys are with Tasha. She is out meeting with clients right now. You can talk to her later. I stood there, completely powerless. What was I supposed to do? Break into my own car, call the police on my own sister? I turned and left without another word. As soon as I got back to my apartment, I called Tasha. She picked up on the 4th ring. Her voice was annoyed. What do you want, Maurice? I tried to stay calm. I need my car back. She laughed, actually laughed. Mom said the car is better off with me. I actually use it for something productive. You just drive it to your boring office job. Something inside me snapped. Grandpa gave that car to me, Tasha. Not you. Her voice turned cold. Well, maybe Grandpa should have thought about who could use it better. Besides, Mom already put the registration in my name. The room started spinning. What? You cannot do that. That is illegal. Already done. Talk to Mom if you have a problem. She hung up. I immediately called Mom back. She answered on the 1st ring like she was expecting me. What is it, Maurice? You changed the registration. That is my car. Grandpa gave it to me. Mom's voice was calm, too calm. Maurice, calm down. Tasha needed a reliable car for her business meetings. You are young, you will get another car eventually. This is better for everyone. Better for everyone. Or better for Tasha. My voice cracked. I was so angry I could barely see straight. Do not be dramatic. I did what was best for this family. Best for Tasha, you mean? It has always been about Tasha. Always. I was yelling now, all the years of being second choice pouring out. Every single time you choose her. Over me. Every time. Mom's voice turned sharp. I am your mother. You will respect my decisions. The car is with Tasha now, and that is final. If you cannot handle that, then maybe you need to grow up a little. I hung up. I could not listen to another word. I sat on my couch, staring at the wall, feeling completely hollow. This was not just about a car anymore. This was about everything. Every time Mom chose Tasha over me. Every time my accomplishments were overlooked. Every time I was made to feel like I did not matter. The weeks that followed were some of the hardest of my life. I took the bus to work every single day. When coworkers asked about the BMW, I just said I did not have it anymore and changed the subject. I stopped going to family dinners. I stopped answering Mom's occasional texts. I especially avoided calling Grandpa. That was the worst part. Grandpa called me every week like clockwork, usually on Sunday afternoons. I would see his name pop up on my phone, and my stomach would twist into knots. How could I tell him what happened? How could I explain that the gift he saved up for the gift that meant so much had been taken from me by my own mother and given to my sister? I could not do it.